All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. And salutations to the Akims on the four corners, pushing this truth and sincerity. Today I want to do a little lesson on the Bible is the Israelites' history, past, present, and future. Okay, I'm going to start off right here. 2nd Ezra 6. I'm going to start at 1, and it says, "And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundation of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys of Sion were hot, and the present year were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other." All right. Then answered I and said, "What shall the parting asunder of the times? What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?" Okay, it says, "And he said unto me, from Abraham to Isaac, and when Jacob and Esau were born, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." Now, all that to say was to get the point of this is that it was already set up who was going to be the chosen. Okay, we know Jacob and Esau. Esau is the so-called white man, and Jacob, that's the 12 tribes. Okay, so we know that it was a chosen to be righteous, and it was chosen to be wicked. Okay, now that's part of the chosen. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to verse start at 54. It says, "After these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people whom thou hast chosen." So it's a separation. Everybody and the people who he chose. Okay. It says, "All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake." So this whole world was made for the 12 tribes of Israel. Everybody's supposed to be slaves. And this right here is the past. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Deuteronomy. Just 1 and 1, just to get some clarification on who he's speaking to here. Okay, the other verses were the past. Okay, it says, "These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Topel and Laban and Hazeroth and Dazahab." Now, we just getting an understanding on who it's speaking to. Okay, so we're gonna go to 28. This whole book it just shows you who he was speaking to. Now he's telling you he was on the mountain right after he delivered the children of Israel from Pharaoh and the Egyptian captivity. Okay, so he's telling you I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 28, and I'm going to start at 15. And it reads, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High your power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Okay, so it was ground rules set. Moses told them, I brought you from captivity, but if you break these laws that I just set before you, you're going to go back into captivity again. I'm going to skip down to verse 68. And it reads, "And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again, a second time." So this is present. This is present right here. He said he will bring you into Egypt. Egypt is a Greek word, which, I mean, it comes from, I think it's Latin for Egyptos. It means slavery or bondage or slavery. Okay. It says again because they just came from captivity, came out of captivity. So this time you're going to go into captivity again, but this time it's going to be with ships. And we know that was a transatlantic slave trade. And with the northern tribes, they were carried away. Okay. You can read that in 1 Kings. Okay. It says, "By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again." That means we wouldn't see our homeland because 70 AD, we fled into fleeing Roman persecution. We fled into Africa and migrated, and we got picked up on those ships. We were sold by Ishmael, Ham to Esau. Okay. And we wouldn't see our homeland again. So this is present time because we're in this captivity right now. It says, "And there, when you get off those slave ships, ye shall be sold unto your enemy for bondman, slave man, and bondwoman, slave woman, and no man shall buy you." Now that's old quicker English. When it says buy, it means to save or redeem. So we've been here all this time in this captivity, and we still here. No one saved or redeemed us. People tried, but this curse would come over us, and you have to understand that no one was going to save us from this. Okay. Let me see. Another one. Amos 3 and 3. Let me start at 1. It says, "Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought from the land of Egypt, saying," verse 2, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." And we're in slavery right now. He brought us out of Egypt. He gave us laws to follow. And this was just the children of Israel. Okay. He gave us laws to follow. We broke them. And here we are in this present situation right now in captivity. All right. So this right here is present. So we have past for breaking the laws. I mean, like, the first one was in Esdras, that we were chosen. Okay, so we was a chosen. That never died out. So the present, now we're in captivity for breaking laws. Okay, in the future, let me see. I'm gonna go Romans 9. Let me see. I'll go Romans 9. Let me do 11. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go both 10 and 11. It says, "And not only this, but when Rebekah had also conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children, which is Jacob and Esau," and we saw that Jacob Esau was the end of the world, and Jacob was the beginning of that followed after. Okay, so when this devil's society go down, it's our time to be put back into rulership. Okay, we're gonna be leaders and kings, all through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil. So before they was even born, no one did no good, no one did nothing evil. They wasn't even born yet. It says that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand. So the election, he chose the seed, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, so those are the chosen people. All right. It says not of works, but of him that calleth. So there you have it. It's like, okay, he called and he chose Jacob. That promise was passed from Abraham, Isaac, down to Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and he had 12 sons. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel today. Okay. From here, I'm going to go to Lamentations 4, and I'm going to get verse 22. All right. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So this is the future. This is what's coming up right now. It says, he will no more carry thee away in captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So now the cup going to be turned right over to the Caucasians and the other nations. Okay, but mainly the Edomites. All right. And let me throw another scripture in there. I'm going to get Luke. I'm going to get Luke 1, and I'm going to start at 68. It says, blessed be the most high power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. So the power of Israel, he gonna be the one to visit and redeem us, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. House means body, came from a bloodline. Okay, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we may be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. So that's what we're going to be saved from when he comes back. And this is future. Okay? So we have the past, showing we was the chosen. The present, we're in our captivity right now. And we have the future. Okay, I'm going to get one more for the future. Okay? I'm going to go to, let me see, Isaiah. I'm going to start at 14, go to verse 14, start at 1. Now it says, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, those 12 tribes, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. This is future prophecy. And the strangers, which are the Israelite foreigners, let me see, shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Okay. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. That's when we're gonna bring the Edomites and the other nations, and let me start it over. Salakia. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. So we're going to take all other nations and bring them to the place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. So this is futuristic speaking. Okay. This is future tense. We're going to possess them for servants and handmaids. They're going to be our slaves. Okay. And it says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. Whose captives are we right now? Mainly Esau. And it says, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay, so the people oppressing us right now, which is every nation, but mainly Esau, we gonna rule over them. Okay, and that's the future of this. So you have past, present, and future. Okay, I hope this was edifying to you, Akims. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone and Rue Well. Salutation to the Akims. Let's keep pushing and get up out of here. Shalom.